sexy.
You're listening to the sexy voice of Funky Mike, right here on Bistisham's very own Lockdown Radio.
Sexy baby, you drive me crazy.
Do you use Facebook Live to show off your DJ mixes, radio mixes, and just general stuff you put on there and getting hit by copyright? In this video, I'm going to show you how to avoid it. Keep watching. So, welcome to my channel. I am DJ Funky Mike. I am here giving you information, gig logs, and product reviews as well. If this is the first time you visit, hi and welcome. Do remember, hit that subscribe button to come back to see any future content that's coming up. All my information I supply, I think out the box, okay? So it's always slightly different from everybody else. This video today, I'm going to be telling you how you can avoid the copyright blocks on Facebook Live. This isn't a debate about putting on copyright material. This is just how to avoid it, because even if you put stuff on there that isn't copyrighted, it can sometimes get pulled. Because every time you're on there, you keep getting hit by this and this as well. And after you put it up there, it can still disappear. And you still get blocks on it as well, like this. So I'm going to show you a way how to avoid it. There's three things involved here. It's not just one thing, but working together, they will help you. To prove it, down below is going to be a link of a stint that I done on Facebook Live, because I do an internet radio, because at the minute we're on the coronavirus lockdown and I've been doing my radio there. My last radio that I put up there was 1.5 hours long. Occasionally it just does go. I mean, there's no reason about it. It just goes. There's no particular reason. It could be a low internet link, anything like that. It just goes. But so my last one was 1.5 hours. Most of them are up to about an hour, hour and a half anyway. So, and the more important thing is that after you've done your Facebook Live, it stays up there. It doesn't disappear. And not only that, most of the time you don't get the pop-ups coming up saying it's going to be muted or deleted because it can't be shown in one country, or as it happens quite a lot, 229 different countries. You ready? Let's go. Number one is quite simple, and you've probably seen this all over the internet and YouTube as well, is if you're going to be doing mixes or playing music, try and keep the tracks really short and mix in very, very quickly. If you could mix, that is obviously a kill. That kind of helps, doesn't it? When it's dance music and stuff, it's fairly easy. When anything like charts and stuff, it's, and 80s, 90s is a little bit more difficult. Also, what you need to do is, if you're using something like Virtual DJ, if you type in a song, it will actually come up with a remix version as well, so you can use them. That does help. And the thing that I've found is trying to avoid famous people that are dead. Now, I know that's easy enough, but when I mean famous people, I'm talking like Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, that type of stuff, because it just kind of sort of proves that when someone dies, the rest of the family get rather greedy, and the royalties coming in thick and fast, and so the record companies jump on it straight away to ban as much as they can. Number two. Now, depending on what type of DJ you are, of course, there's many different phases of what a DJ is. You could be good at mixing, you could be good at talking. If you're mobile disco, you have to do a bit of both. It's always very difficult. But talking between the tracks or talking over so you can be understood, which helps as well, makes an enormous difference on my radio show. I do talk a lot on it because number one, I like the sound of my own voice, but two, it does help as well to make sure it can't be picked up on copyright. I'm sure these pieces, though, you've heard these before, but there is a third part, which is the important part. So, number three, how do we do it? There's also, again, this is a lot of things that's on the internet and YouTube, is using about white noise in the background. White noise is what you can hear right now, and that is white noise. Now, I use a very similar thing. This is where I think out of the box. I don't use white noise. I use a piece of track that is normally sort of royalty free. Any part, I just pick it, no particular reason at all, and I edit that down. So I'm going to show you how it's edited down so you can use it. Now, you have to remember that people like YouTube and Facebook, it's all about algorithm. No one really knows how these algorithms work, but there's one thing for certain: they don't listen to your music. They can't do. What they're listening to is a data stream, and they're trying to figure that out. So by laying something underneath the track, it can confuse the algorithms a bit. So I'm going to show you right now on the computer the kind of information that I underline on a track, and I have this playing constantly throughout when I'm doing a live broadcast on Facebook. It also plays out on Live 365 as well, where the the information actually comes in from. So technically speaking, it's actually legal as well, but we do this anyway to try. Now, I've tried this on Facebook, I've also tried this on YouTube, and I have given a few other DJs that do as well the information. Some have tried it with a bit of luck, some haven't, but it does take a little bit of fiddling to get it absolutely spot on, and it doesn't always work for me as well. And there have been occasions where it's gone, but the important thing is that once you've done your set or your mix, whatever it is, the video stays on Facebook, which is the important part. So here is a piece of music, royalty-free music. Nothing too exciting. We're going to have this bit here, okay? So we're just going to... By the way, I'm using a Cool Edit. It's a really old program. It's probably about 20 years old now. I bought it off the internet many years ago. It's a legit copy, but it does the job that we need. But you can use any bit of any type of software for this. So there you have the piece of music up there. And this is how it plays. There you go. Not very interesting. Now, people automatically think that the algorithms look for these beats here. That one there, there. But they don't. They're actually listening to the mids. I say listen, they're actually reading the mids and the highs, which is this kind of information. But we're going to give it a mix. So there's your music. And you keep fiddling around with that to how you want it. So in the end, it sounds like this. Probably can't hear that. At the bottom of the screen here, it has a loop thing. It just keeps going round and round and round. Now, if you're wondering, that piece of music that you just heard there that I made up and turned it all around, since you've been hearing this, there's a bit of background music going on just to make it nice. Even if I turn that music off, there you go, you can hear it. But when the music's back on, you can't hear it. Now, you're not making a record, it's not a recording studio or anything like that, so if it does suddenly leaks through a little bit, it doesn't really matter. But that music is playing in the background underneath what you're doing on Facebook Live and YouTube as well. And the algorithms, it finds it difficult to locate what song it is. Now, it is not 100% foolproof by any stretch of the imagination, but it does work. If you can do a mix for an hour and a half with a bit of talking as well and keeping your mixes short, then you can be on there all that time as well. But importantly, as I keep saying, and I can't say it too much, it leaves your videos on there as well, so you can always come back. And the main thing is that people can watch them. By doing that, people pick it up, so when you do go on live again, they've already watched you more, and they're more chance of coming back. To give an example, I've got a video that it's done 2,500 views now, and it's been on there 4 days, so it's pretty good going. So when I next go back and do my Facebook Live, all those people that have been onto that, they're probably notified as well that I'm online, so all I'm doing, more than likely going to come up and watch, so it's like a snowball effect. Now, this whole thing does work depending on your setup. If you're using virtual DJ, like that, and coming straight out of that into the stream, it's very difficult to do unless you can plug something into a mixer and you've got that going through all the time. The way to try and do this properly is to play your music on one computer, feed it into another computer that streams it to Facebook or streams it to your phone to Facebook, and use a plug into your phone, not just next to a speaker, because it sounds much better. So give it a try and see what happens. You never know. Now, if you do like this video, please remember to subscribe. Hit the link down below as well. Of course, there is the link there as well of the radio show that I've done, and I have sort of left it a few times in there that you will actually hear it, because on that in particular one, it was actually up quite loud and I managed to turn it down. It does work, give it a try. Do those 3 things, you should be able to have much longer time on Facebook Live. Thank you. This video is a follow-up to the video that you've just seen about avoiding copyright on Facebook Live. Now please, watch this video, because at the end there's important information where you can download. Welcome back to my channel, it's DJ Funky Mike, and I'm just giving you a quick update now, if I may, about the last video I put up about how to avoid the copyright on Facebook Live. But this is also a disclaimer as well, just to say this is not to distract from the fact that you're not playing copyright material. This is just a hack, just trying to help you, okay? If you've got copyright material, absolutely fine. I myself, I use the Live 365 stream, which, as you can see, is licensed in England and America as it is. But Facebook, being what they are, they just totally ignore all this. So this is all this is, just a hack, that's all, nothing else. I'm not asking you to break the law or nothing, and it's just a bit of advice that I'm handing on freely. Thank you for that part. I've had a few questions come in, so I'm actually going to sort of show you the actual soundtrack that I've been using and how it's overlaid in a visual way so you can understand it a little bit better. And as you can see, that is the music there that I've made, and this is another track. So you literally just hide it over it and you can see it. And then when it's played, you can't hear it, and that's what it is. Now, just to let you know, obviously I wonder this, you put up stuff and you wonder what people are going to say. I have actually had feedback off some people as well, and there's one guy in particular, I'll put his reply up so you can see it. Originally he tried it using the video, and for some bizarre reason it didn't work, so we're assuming the video has a different algorithm in it and it didn't quite see it. However, he tried it again with just the music, and bingo, it worked an absolute treat. So I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work all the time, but in this instance for him it worked, for myself it is working as well. And of course, if you listen to my radio shows on the Facebook group, which I'll link down below, you'll see it on there. When the music does dip, you can very briefly hear it. Last night, when after the video went out, I was doing a radio show, and all the 3 videos that I'd done went absolutely fine. One of them did glitch a little bit though. I had 45 seconds muted off for a Sash song, so you know, that's the way it goes. I just sort of turn it down a bit. Another thing that I'm finding is people sort of saying, rather than run it on a computer, can you run it through your mixer on another channel? Yeah, I'm sure you can, but it does need some finer adjustment on the volume. So what I'm going to do, at the end of this video, you will see a link patched down below, and you can actually download the bit of music that I've made for it. I try and explain to a few people how I came up with the type of music, and honestly, I've been working on this for about a year, and basically I had a piece of music and I compressed it down, I took out some bass, put other basses in, took out some mid, took out some tops, fiddled around with it, put them back, compressed it, run it through a phaser, run it through I don't know how many different types of graphic equalizer, and ended up with this bit of music, and that's it. So the link is down below for you to download it directly, but in order to do that you have to subscribe to my channel as well. Frankly, it's only fair, isn't it? So let me know how you get on with it. Do message back either on YouTube or if you want to, Facebook or anything like that. More than happy for the chat, but please understand, it is not to avoid copyright, it is just purely a little hack that I found that just seemed to work. And obviously in this time in the middle of the coronavirus, if you can get there and entertain people, that's what it's all about. So until next time, my friends, I will catch up with you real soon, and take care out there. Bye.